gas just hit $4.09 a gallon, up 33% in 1 year. And while everyone is feeling that pain at the pump, the 2026 New York International Auto Show just revealed the electric cars that could make that pain completely irrelevant. Today on Nick's Car Review, we are breaking down every major EV revealed at the New York Auto Show this year. Let's get into it. First up, and honestly, one of the most exciting debuts of the entire show, the Kia EV3. This is a car that EV fans have been watching closely ever since it launched in Europe, and now it is finally making its North American debut right here at the New York Auto Show. The all-new 2027 Kia EV3 made its North American debut at the New York International Auto Show, setting a new benchmark as the most attainable model in Kia's growing electric vehicle lineup. So what exactly is the EV3? Think of it as the compact, affordable little sibling to the EV6 and EV9 that Kia already sells here in the US. It sits in the compact SUV space, roughly a foot shorter than the EV6, but do not let the smaller size fool you. The backseat room is impressive, as is the rear cargo area, which features underfloor storage and a true fold-flat second row. Kia has packed a genuinely practical amount of usable space into a smaller footprint, which is exactly what a lot of buyers in this price range are looking for. And speaking of price, this is where the EV3 gets really interesting. Kia unveiled the EV3 as its new affordable EV for everyone, with a starting price expected between $30,000 and $35,000 and an estimated range of up to 320 miles. 320 miles of range at that price point is a seriously competitive number. That puts it right in the conversation with the Nissan Leaf and the Chevrolet Equinox EV, two of the strongest value plays in the entire EV market right now. Inside the cabin, the EV3 features dual 12.3-inch displays and design cues borrowed from the larger EV9, which means you are getting a genuinely premium-looking interior without the premium price tag attached to it. The overall vibe of this car is very much in line with what Kia has been doing across their lineup. Thoughtful design, strong technology, and a level of interior quality that consistently punches above the price point. Now, one thing worth knowing about the EV3 before you get too excited, sales in the US are set to begin in late 2026, so this is not something you can walk into a dealership and buy today. But the fact that it is finally confirmed for America, and we got to see it in person at the New York Auto Show, is a very big deal. This is a car that could genuinely move the needle on EV adoption in this country by bringing serious range and serious technology to buyers who previously felt priced out of the electric market. Keep a very close eye on this one as we get closer to its US launch date. All right, next up is one that genuinely stopped people in their tracks on the show floor, the Hyundai Boulder Concept. And I want to be upfront about something right away. This is a concept car, meaning it is not something you can buy right now. But the reason it belongs in this conversation, and the reason people were so fired up about it at the New York Auto Show, is because of what Hyundai is telling us it represents for the future. The Hyundai Boulder Concept made its surprise global debut at the 2026 New York International Auto Show. The prominent grille and body-on-frame construction strongly suggests a hybrid or range-extended EV platform underpinning the concept, and it showcases what Hyundai is calling its art of steel design philosophy, emphasizing the strength, flexibility, and beauty of its metal exterior while looking a lot more approachable than something like a Tesla Cybertruck. Now here is the part that made people really pay attention. While there's no guarantee that the Boulder will look exactly like this if it reaches production, Hyundai confirmed that this platform will underpin a future mid-size pickup truck slated to arrive sometime around 2030. A Hyundai electric pickup truck. That is not something anyone saw coming even a couple of years ago. And looking at the Boulder Concept in person, it is clear that Hyundai is not just dipping a toe into rugged off-road territory, they are diving in headfirst. The concept features 37-inch tires, a solid rear axle, and plenty of accessories that signal Hyundai is serious about building something that can genuinely compete with the Ford Bronco and Jeep Wrangler in the off-road space. Think about that for a second. Hyundai, a brand that most people associate with practical, efficient, affordable, everyday cars, is drawing a direct line in the sand against two of the most iconic off-road vehicles in American automotive history. That is an incredibly bold move, and the reaction on the show floor suggested that people are very much here for it. This year's show also marked the 40th anniversary of Hyundai's entrance into the US auto market, which makes the Boulder debut feel even more significant. This is a brand that started in America selling economy cars and is now showing up at the New York Auto Show with a brawny electric off-road concept that has the entire industry talking. That is quite a journey. Now, let's talk about the other debut that had people genuinely excited on that show floor, the Subaru Getaway. And this one is not a concept, this is a real, confirmed, coming to dealerships production vehicle. The Getaway is a 3-row electric SUV with over 300 miles of range and room for 7 passengers. Subaru says the Getaway will go on sale late in 2026. Let's talk about what makes this car special. The Getaway is not only Subaru's largest vehicle ever, it is also its most powerful. The front and rear electric motors combine to produce 420 horsepower. The car launches with a 95.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack, good for more than 300 miles of range, a standard NACS charging port for access to Tesla superchargers, and a maximum charge rate of 150 kilowatts that can replenish the battery from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes, 420 horsepower, 7 seats, over 300 miles of range, standard all-wheel drive, and it plugs directly into the Tesla supercharger network. For Subaru fans who have been waiting for a proper, large, electric family hauler with the brand's signature all-wheel drive capability, this is exactly what they have been asking for. The Getaway arrives later this year, and it is shaping up to be one of the most compelling family EV options in its segment. Okay, this next one is for the people who think electric cars are boring. The people who look at an EV and think, yeah, it is efficient and practical and all of that, but where is the excitement? Where is the soul? Well, Hyundai's luxury brand Genesis just answered that question in the most dramatic way possible at the New York Auto Show. Meet the Genesis GV60 Magma. Now, if you're already familiar with the regular GV60, you know it is already a sharp-looking, well-sorted electric SUV. Good range, fast charging, premium interior, it is a genuinely strong luxury EV at a competitive price point. But the GV60 Magma takes everything about the regular car and turns it all the way up. The GV60 Magma shares the same chassis and platform as the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, which is one of the most exciting performance EVs on the market right now, but delivers a more luxurious take on what an electric performance car can be. And visually, this thing is absolutely stunning. Compared to the regular GV60, the Magma features exclusive 21-inch wheels along with streamlined canards, a much larger rear wing, and a redesigned bumper that improves airflow. That molten orange paint that it was wearing on the show floor did not hurt either. This is a car that commands attention in a room full of brand new vehicles, which is not an easy thing to do at a show like New York where there is serious metal everywhere you look. But here is the most important part about the GV60 Magma, and the thing that separates it from just being another pretty show car. Genesis is actually going to put this thing into production with an expected release sometime in mid to late 2026. This is not a concept that disappears into a warehouse, never to be seen again. This is a real car that real people are going to be able to buy later this year. A luxury electric performance vehicle with supercar looks, a genuine performance pedigree borrowed from the Ioniq 5N platform, and the Genesis brand's reputation for delivering premium experiences at prices that undercut the traditional European luxury brands. The GV60 Magma is genuinely one of the most exciting electric vehicles coming to market this year, and the New York Auto Show debut confirmed it is the real deal. And now let's talk about the car that took home the biggest prize of the entire New York Auto Show weekend, the BMW iX3. Because while all the debuts and concepts were grabbing attention on the show floor, the World Car of the Year award was being handed out, and the winner was not a small announcement. The World Car of the Year organization named the BMW iX3 as the 2026 World Car of the Year from a field of 58 contenders. A group of 98 automotive experts, including editors and journalists from around the world, crowned the iX3 with the top honor. recognizing its bold styling and claimed 400 plus miles of driving range. 98 automotive experts, 58 competing vehicles. And the iX3 came out on top. Now, for anyone who has not been following the iX3, this is BMW's latest all-electric SUV, and it represents a significant step forward for the brand in terms of what they are capable of, delivering in the EV space. The 400 plus miles of claimed range is the headline number, and it is a genuinely impressive figure that puts it among the longest range electric SUVs available anywhere in the world right now. But what the World Car of the Year award really signals is something bigger than just the specs. It is the automotive world's expert community saying, this is the standard. This is what a premium electric vehicle should look and feel and perform like in 2026. Other category winners at the New York show included the Lucid Gravity, which took home the Luxury Car of the Year award, and the Hyundai Ioniq 6N, which won Performance Car of the Year. 3 electric vehicles sweeping the major categories at the World Car of the Year awards. At the New York Auto Show, with gas at $4.09 a gallon outside on the streets of Manhattan, if that does not tell you everything you need to know about where the automotive world is heading right now, nothing will. All right, before we wrap up the show, recap, there is one more car from the New York Auto Show floor that deserves its own moment. And this one is not a concept. It is not a future promise. It is a real, available, buy it right now version of one of the best-selling EVs in America, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT. And if you thought the regular Ioniq 5 was already a strong car, the XRT takes it somewhere genuinely interesting. The Ioniq 5 XRT combines the Ioniq 5's signature pixelated good looks with off-road touches to create a well-equipped mid-size EV that can handle practically any situation. Highlights include bright orange tow hooks that serve as a nice contrast to the subtle digital camo print on the front bumper, along with chunkier tires and Hyundai's HTRAC all-wheel drive system included as standard without a significant jump in price. Now, the chunkier tires do have one small trade-off worth knowing about. The XRT's range comes in at 259 miles compared to 269 miles on an equivalent limited model. A modest reduction that comes directly from the added rolling resistance of the off-road oriented tires. 10 miles less range in exchange for genuine off-road capability and a look that stands completely apart from every other Ioniq 5 on the road. For most people, that is an easy trade-off to make. What the XRT really represents is Hyundai understanding something important about what American buyers actually want from their vehicles. People want practicality. They want capability. They want something that can handle a weekend trail or a gravel road or a snowy parking lot without breaking a sweat, but also works perfectly fine as a daily driver the other 5 days of the week. The Ioniq 5 XRT delivers all of that in an electric package at a price that makes sense. It is a smart move from Hyundai, and the reaction on the New York show floor backed that up completely. So let's zoom out and look at what the 2026 New York International Auto Show is actually telling us as a whole. Because when you step back and look at everything on that floor, the Kia EV3, the Hyundai Boulder Concept, the Subaru Getaway, the Genesis GV60 Magma, the BMW iX3 winning World Car of the Year, the Ioniq 5 XRT, a very clear picture emerges. Automakers are taking an increasingly committed approach to electric vehicles, balancing range, affordability, and capability as they navigate the ongoing transition to electrification. And the backdrop of $4 gas sitting right outside the doors of the Javits Center in Manhattan was not lost on anyone at that show. Every single reveal we covered today exists in a world where the argument for going electric has never been stronger or more financially obvious than it is right now in 2026. The Kia EV3 is coming to prove that 300 miles of range does not have to cost a fortune. The Subaru Getaway is coming to show families that going electric does not mean giving up space or capability. The Genesis GV60 Magma is coming to prove that electric performance can be genuinely thrilling. And the BMW iX3 just won the most prestigious automotive award in the world as a fully electric vehicle. This is not the future of the car industry anymore. This is the present, and the 2026 New York Auto Show made that clearer than ever. If you have been sitting on the fence about going electric, watching from the sidelines, waiting to see how things play out, the message from New York this year was pretty direct. The cars are here, the range is there, the prices are coming down. And every week you keep filling up that gas tank is another week of paying $4.09 a gallon for something you no longer have to. I'm Nick. This has been Nick's Car Review, and I will see you in the next one.